Reselling is my favorite thing in the entire world. And it's why I quit my job, why I love what I do. But I got to the point where I started hating reselling. It's been a while since I did this. I even forgot my GoPro. But I'm sure you guys have been wondering where I have been and what I have been doing. There's a lot that we need to go over. There's a lot that has happened since my last video. And there's a big reason why I haven't been putting out videos. Everything's okay, family's fine, pets are fine, but I need to reevaluate the business and certain things need to be taken care of. And today we're gonna show you one of those things, which I'm really happy with, but also really upset with. And it will explain to you why, title this video is kind of reason why I hate reselling. As you look behind me, it's empty. Operation CSO is well underway, and I had to get rid of my storage unit. You know, I had a couple of these, had to dig down deep and get rid of them. They were just hurting the business. The expenses were getting too out of control, and I had to reassess my business and reassess how I do some certain things. And this is the big one right here. This is a 10 by 30. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. And because of that, you run into issues where you buy stuff because you have the room. You buy stuff you don't need. You buy stuff, you become a hoarder, you hang on to things, and it becomes an issue. And this became a major issue for me. At one point in time in 2024, I had 3 storage units. Now we're trying to get it down to 1 to none. But that's a big reason why. Welcome to Flipping and Punching. Man, do I miss saying that. Let me tell you guys, I miss each and every one of you. I have tried to make this video probably 2-3 times in the last like 6 weeks. I know it's been was it middle of December is the last time we actually put out a video. There's a big reason for that. And we have, well, actually, there's multiple reasons why we haven't done that. So we're gonna touch base on all that today. We got a lot of stuff to cover, give you guys a lot of updates, what's going on in the business, what's going on with life, what's going on with everything in just general. And we're gonna go back, we're gonna pull some orders today and talk about what has changed the last 6 weeks. And I can't believe how much has actually changed. So we're gonna do a deep dive in that. And oh, I know you guys are missing the pets, so we'll show the pets later on. But let's jump into that first order. All right, so, well, actually, speaking about first pets, why are you sitting on a bar stool? What are you doing, Sky? I don't know. Anyway, all right, we got this right here. Now, this is a super rare figure. This is something you guys would not normally find. This is from the late 80s. This is Mr. Fuji LG hand figure, still on the original card. The card does have damage. I made sure to disclose that in the actual listing. Bought this while I was in Virginia with a Commonwealth picker. Found a guy who was selling toys. I paid, I think, 55 bucks for that. Mr. Fuji in mint condition can sell anywhere from like, can usually get you around $75 if it has the original cane, which he does. So when I saw it for 55 bucks, I knew it was a no-brainer. Had it listed for 200 bucks. Wasn't getting any bites, probably because of the damage of the package. Put it up for, I think I dropped it to like 175, something like that. And I sent out a best offer, and I think I got 125 bucks plus shipping. Something to keep in mind, just remember, sometimes the accessories, when you're doing toys from the 80s and 70s, 80s, and 90s, sometimes the accessories can add a big premium to that. Keep that in mind if you're ever listing action figures. Look up, see what the accessories sell for separately. Sometimes you can actually separate it and get more money. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I haven't put out videos. And part of the reason was I was on Operation CSO. So just so you guys know, I have a card channel, I have my Pick and Punching channel, I have this channel. I also do podcasts and Nurse Flipper every Tuesday night from 8 to 10 p.m. when we answer your questions live. Started a new sports card podcast with Tim from Over the Year Sports and Kiri from American Arbitrage Cards called No Bangers Sports Card Podcast. And we talk about going into bargain boxes, finding stuff. So these are things that have taken up a lot of my time. Not to mention, it was around the holiday time. I think my last video was like middle of December, and I was getting crushed with orders, and there is no possible way that I could spend time with my family, make content for all my channels, all the editing, get all my package out, and list all at the same time. It was just too much. And I decided to cut back on my videos on each one of my other channels, maybe from twice a week to once a week, and decided to not put out videos on this channel. But I was planning on coming back in the beginning of January to knock out more videos. And it was a snowball effect. Once you stop, and when you're not consistent, that's with anything listed on eBay or, once you stop, it throws off your consistency in your daily routine. And it just got to the point where, you know what, I actually personally enjoyed pulling my orders and not having to film them. And I'm gonna do a deep dive why I tell you I hate reselling. Reselling is my favorite thing in the entire world. And it's why I quit my job, why I love what I do. But I got to the point where I started hating reselling. So I had to do a reset, kind of reassess everything, reassess the business. All right, so let's start off with the storage unit situation. When I moved to my house, I took everything from my last business. I had a storage unit and my garage. It was overwhelming my house, so when we moved out here, I put everything in the storage unit. It was a 10 by 30. As I started buying more collections, I had to get a second storage unit, so I had a 10 by 20 at one time, and then I had a smaller one, like a 10 by 10, just because I had a collection, I had a quick pickup and put it in there. But one thing that you guys don't know, and if you guys ever have a storage unit, big corporate places will raise your rent like every 6 months. So my storage unit started out like 225 bucks for a 10 by 30. And then went all the way up, right before I got rid of it, they charged me like, and this is the part that really upset me and kind of made me start hating reselling. They charged me $375 at my unit. They raised me like a month or two after I got hit with the hurricane, where people, now I'm sure it wasn't intentional because of the hurricane came and they raised it, but it was just horrible timing, and I was fed up. And I was like, I'm not paying this money for the storage unit anymore for those items in there. I decided to start getting rid of a lot of it, started to blow a lot of it out. Next time we saw the Disney pin. This is a crisis management team. You can only get this if you're part of the crisis management team. I had this listed for $89.99. Buyer sent me an offer for 75 bucks. I took it, so I got $75 plus shipping. So I decided to go through, and there's a lot of stuff in there that I probably haven't seen in the last year or two. I wasn't just storing stuff there and paying money, guys. I had my excess inventory that was listed on eBay also in there. So part of it was my eBay inventory. Part of it was also just storage stuff I picked up at sales. I took, I think, 2 or 3 truckloads to the Salvation Army and just donated it just to get rid of stuff. I ended up moving all my stuff to a different storage unit, which was closer by to me. I have a 10 by 20. So I reduced the size dramatically there, cut my costs probably by $150 a month. So that was a huge win for the business right there. So that was definitely a big stress relief. Also too, my next step is now to clear up my garage. Since my storage unit situation is taken care of, I've been clearing out my office at my house. You know, I know I've been working on my garage. I had to move some stuff to my garage. I did another big box buy of Louis Vuitton and other things. I just got to the point where I felt so overwhelmed with everything that I just started hating what I was doing. And when that happens, you need to take a step back and reassess things. Next time I sold on Poshmark. Now, a while back, I went to a garage sale. I picked up a lot of tags, that were like purse tags. So there was a whole like sandwich bag full of purse tags. I think it was like Coach, Michael Kors, a couple other brands. And I paid 10 bucks for this entire bag. And we list them all anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks a piece because people do buy them to put on purses. So this one on Poshmark, this is a Coach, the Star. I had it listed for $20. Buyer sent me an offer for 15 that I accepted. So I got 15 bucks plus shipping on that. So as I was clearing all this stuff out from my storage unit and going over, I was spending an hour, 2 hours a day just moving stuff from one location to another. And I was making multiple truckloads because I had to go over there to pick up merchandise anyway. I could have rented a truck. I ended up doing it at the very end. I'll tell you that was a horrible story. But I ended up doing it at the very end, just getting a tiny small truck to just move everything at the last minute. I was trying to be very strategic with it, where I was moving stuff over and I was trying to organize and go through it as I did it. That was a big change for the business that took up a lot of time. Now that frees up so much more time for me because I was spending hours per week doing that, which takes away from listing, takes away time from my family, takes away time from just being productive and making videos and other things, which I really enjoy doing. I know you guys are probably missing the puppies, so let's take a little look at them. Hi, Blue. Say hi. There's Willow. Look at you. You look like you're super comfortable. Queen of the couch, huh? Queen of the couch. All right, we sold a couple video games. One was on Whatnot, Static Marketplace, and then the other one was on eBay. First one we sold right here. This is Zelda Triforce Heroes. I sold this on Whatnot. I think we got $19.99 plus shipping for this. And then next one we sold right here. This is Crazy Frog for PS2. This is brand new, sealed. I had it listed for $49.99. Took a best offer of 45 bucks. One of my last videos, I kept talking about my tax issue I had going on. For those that don't know, my accountant, we were supposed to meet at the end of 2023. We were supposed to meet at the beginning of 2024 after the tax season. We're going to reassess the business, make sure I have the proper corporation set up, because my business has changed. I went from working full-time on the side as a part-time gig, but really it was a full-time gig, to going full-time reselling. And so I want to make sure my business was set up. Well, I didn't hear from him for a while. Over time, come to find out that unfortunately my accountant passed away. He got stomach cancer and it was quick, passed away. The son was taking over business, so me and my wife sent all of our tax form and information to the son to do our taxes for 2023. We were able to file an extension with our business, but also because of the hurricanes that hit Florida, so we had an extension to file. Make a long story short, their house got hit with a hurricane, flooded their house, their cars, so they ended up dropping us as a client. So we were scrambling, trying to find a new accountant. Ended up finding a new accountant I really like. My buddy has a business here locally, recommended him. did a couple meetings with their office, and really liked their how they do things, broke it down for me, and so we did that. So I finally got my taxes filled out for 2023, just in time for us to start focusing our taxes in 2024. So that was a big stress reliever. I started heating reselling because when you don't know, the fear of the unknown goes a long way, and that was just eating me up inside because I want to pay my taxes. I want to make sure my business has the proper registration, has everything that's done properly, because I want this to be successful going forward. So that was a huge stress relief, but I started hating it because of this. I will tell you guys, it's tax season right now. If you guys are looking for additional help, My Reseller Genie is a program designed for resellers, built by resellers. They are accountants, and it's a software that helps you organize your business, everything else. Highly recommend that you guys do use them and try them out. I'll put a link down in the description down below here. Highly recommend go check it out. I think their plans start like super cheap, like under 20 bucks a month. So highly recommend doing that. Being organized is the key to success. Just remember that. All right, next time we sold was on Poshmark. It's actually a Harley Davidson sweatshirt. I did a big buy at the local flea market on PickingAndPunching channel, and I bought some leather Harley jackets, which I ended up selling those over Christmas. I think I paid $100 for 2 leather jackets and like 10 or 15 shirts with a couple sweatshirts. Sold one jacket for $100, sold the other one for $140, I think. And then I just sold this sweatshirt. I had it listed for $40. Buyer sent me an offer for $30, and I took it, so I got $30 plus shipping. All right, next time we sold some anime books. Attack of the Titans, if you guys aren't familiar. If you're not familiar with Japanese animation, they actually read right to left, instead of in the US where we read left to right. Japanese animation books sell really well. So if you guys are at a garage sale, flea market, you can find them super cheap. Highly recommend picking them up, especially if they're in lots of the same series. This is 7 books here, and we ended up getting $19.99. I ended up doing a big buy at a flea market. I did a big buy at a garage sale. I think I paid like 20 bucks for a massive collection of Japanese animation books. We're getting close to almost $3 a book here. That's actually really low compared to some of the other stuff we've sold in the past. I've sold books for anywhere from 20, 30, 40 bucks. Massive lots of them, like you get 10, 20, 30 lots. I've sold 100, 150 bucks. So always be on the lookout for that. Highly recommend it. Japanese animation is here to stay, and it does really well. I sold a bunch of cards, but I'm going to keep the card stuff. I'm not going to really show that, but I will show one of the cards we did sell. This is Alexa Bliss autograph card. I knew she was coming back to Royal Rumble, so this is super high. Normally these are going probably for like 40, 50 bucks, and I was anticipating her return. Listed that on eBay, I think for like $79.99, throwing up a Hail Mary, and as soon as she returned the Royal Rumble over the weekend, after 15 minutes of her making a return, I got a notification that the card sold. So I got $79.99 plus shipping on that. I just got the weirdest question. Someone just sent me a message on eBay. And I'll put a picture. It's a Penn State striped vintage shirt. I have it listed for maybe like 35 bucks. And they want me to take a picture of the space between, it's a striped shirt, and they want me to take a picture of the stripes, how far the stripes are apart. I don't know if I'm being trolled or if this is a legit question. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this a legit question? I don't know. I've sold clothes for a very long time, and I've never once had that question. Super weird. When I take my pictures of my clothing, I take front, back, and a ton of other like photos of my stuff. We bag it, and then we put it in our inventory. So normally once the item's in my inventory, I don't take additional pictures because I take enough pictures that would answer apparently 99.9% of the questions except for this one. So let me know, what do you guys do? If you guys get questions on an item that you have adequate enough photos on, do you go back and send additional photos? I think it really comes down to the price point of the item and what they're actually asking. There's times I'll take my item out of inventory and take new photos for them because either something I missed or the pictures weren't clear enough. I fully understand. I always try to give the best customer service to my potential buyers and my buyers. A lot of times when it comes to clothing, I answer these questions, send additional photos. Ends up happening is the buyers don't buy. A lot of times it is a waste of time. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. All right, we sold another video game. We sold this on eBay. This is Spyro, Hero's Tale. I think I had it listed for like $14.99 and $13.99, something like that. Buyer sent me an offer for 12 bucks and I accepted. So I got $12 plus shipping. This came in a massive buy. I probably had like a bucket. Another thing, I started hating how much time my reselling business was taken away from my family. Me and my stepson used to watch Marvel shows and movies all the time. Granted, they stopped producing them for a while because they were restructuring what they were doing. Now they're starting to produce them again, and something I really want to get back into. Really wasn't going to bed with my wife at night because I was working throughout the night. Granted, she goes to bed at 8 o'clock because she's a nurse. So I really started missing my family, even though that we see each other every day and stuff like that. And my wife is super understanding. As I get older, how important family time is to me and how important my friends and my pets and everything else around me resale is going to be here. So I decided that I need to have more balance. So it's part of the reason why I stopped filming videos there for 6 weeks. The amount of time I film this video, I pull these orders, it might take, say if I pull my orders and pack everything up in an hour, this might take me 2.5 hours, 3 hours to do. So it does take away a lot of time when I do put these out. You guys don't really understand in the back end how much time we actually spend making YouTube videos and going through it, editing. But I do it because I truly enjoy this process, and I enjoy building the community and being connected with each one of you. And I hated not being able to be connected to you guys and talk to you guys anymore. So part of the reason why I want to come back and do these videos again, you know, they're going to be more on a limited basis, maybe once a week or once every other week, but I'm going to still put these out. We sold this Disney jersey. If you guys don't know, these are very popular shirts at Disney. Found this at a yard sale, paid $5 for it, brand new with tags. Had it listed for 40 bucks on Poshmark. Buyer sent me an offer for 30, I accepted. So at 30 bucks plus shipping. Another big change that I decided to make, I started to hate Whatnot. I hated doing the live selling because I was selling everything on there. Disney pins, Disney stuff. I started doing sports cards every week because I really enjoy getting back into sports cards, and sports cards has actually made me fall back in love with reselling. It brought me back to my childhood. I was reselling so much and doing stuff that I was stopped doing the things that I enjoy doing, such as watching sports, following sports. I remember as a kid when I was collecting cards, I was so knowledgeable about sports. I would watch them all the time because I had invested interest. When the Eagles played the Bucks in Tampa this year, me, my dad, and my brother sat down for like 2 hours, just opened up cards. You know, there was stuff in the 80s, the 90s, newer stuff, and I had so much fun. That has really energized me. I am focusing a little bit more on card stuff, but yet I'm doing all my other regular business. I decided to stop selling everything on Whatnot. I decided to narrow down to just Disney pins, maybe some Disney stuff, and cards because they're super easy to ship. They don't take much time. While I was doing those everything shows, it was taking me 3 to 4 hours just to ship everything. And when I break down the numbers, the amount selling stuff at 50, 60, 70% of eBay pricing, and then the amount of time I'm putting into my hourly rate, I mean, it was okay, but it just wasn't worth the waste my time on that stuff. So decided to cut that out and just narrow down, and I'm a lot happier with that now. So those that don't know, I'm actually gonna be speaking in Las Vegas at the Boss Reseller Mix. It is March 10th to the 13th. You can go to their website, resellerremix.com, and you'll get your tickets for the event. But if you guys like to come out and meet, I'm going to be speaking with Carry American Arbitrage Cards, and we're going to be talking about the anatomy to a yard sale, how to find deals, what to look for, also about collectibles and how to really anticipate markets, and you can make a lot of money from collectibles, kind of like this right here. I was getting these graded back in the day. This is Donkey Kong Land. This is a 9.8 grade, one of the highest grades you can get. A+ on the seal, box at 9.8. Absolute stunning. At one point in time, these are selling for like 800, 1,000 bucks a piece. The market has really dropped down. I think I may have $30 for that game, and I think grading was like 45 bucks. I'm like $75 into it. With shipping, maybe 85 bucks, somewhere in that ballpark. But had it up there for a while, had it up there for 600 bucks. It's been sitting there for like a year or two. Someone actually bought it a long time ago for 800 bucks and then canceled the order. I did sell a 9.6 a while back for 600 bucks. I had a whole case of them, a case of 6 of those. Had it listed there. Buyer from Germany sent me an offer for $350. It's going through the international shipping program, so I don't have to worry about damage or anything else. So I just decided to take it and get rid of it. I actually have 2 or 3 other ones that said not to get graded. It's not making me any money. It's sitting there. I decided to move it. I probably, if I would have held out, maybe would have got 500 bucks, something for it, but I decided to just take the money and go. Missed out on some opportunities there. If I would have sold it a long time ago, I had a lower price on it when the market was super hot, I would have made money on it, but that's a learning experience. But I got 350 bucks plus shipping on that. Still walking away for $200+. Now, one thing I told you guys, I decided to step away from Whatnot's doing everything shows, just focusing on cards and Disney pins. That was a little bit strategic wise, because in the background, I've been working behind the scenes with Combo Picker and a couple of the Trash to Cash guys. We decided to launch Dibbit Threads. Now, it's gonna be a clothing marketplace on Dibbit. It's an extension of Dibbit. It's gonna be a separate entity. I always talk about how I like to give back to the community and help you guys any way I can. And over the past year, people ask me questions about Whatnot, and I tell them, you know, it is tough, it's hard to resell and everything else, but what we're doing is I'm gonna be going live. Kevin, Dave, Carrie, all gonna be going live. You guys can co-stream with us. So the meaning that we can do shows together, we can use our audience to help you guys sell live. Stack Marketplace has been up for a week. We've already had sales the first week, which is great. So we're slowly rolling that out, building out right now. So make sure you guys go to Dibbit Threads. There'll be a link in the description down below here, but go sign up. Apply to be a seller, to be an early adapter, and just think about all the people that started selling on Whatnot, doing lives in the very beginning, built up that following, and were able to be extremely successful. You have people like the Harry Tornado, Philly Flipper, that have actually stopped selling on like eBay and have moved everything directly to Whatnot and just selling directly on Whatnot. So this is a great opportunity for people that just sell clothing, or people that go to the bins and you get your stuff for 50 cents a dollar. Imagine doing shows once, twice a week, selling, going there, spending 20 bucks at the bins and making 75, 100, 150 bucks, quick flips, and just rinse and repeat and do that every week. It's really gonna increase your bottom line. So great opportunity for you guys. Go apply and go check it out. Hey, Future Route here. A lot has changed since I actually filmed this video to modern day right now. So I just want to quick jump in here and just let you guys know that we've actually launched Dip It Threads. Thursday, February 20th is our grand opening. We are doing a raid train from noon to 10 p.m. at night. I will be streaming at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So come hang out with me. Come check out, guys. Come get some great deals. I'm going to be giving away all kind of brand new merchandise. If you use the code PUNCHING, you get $5 off your order as well. But I'll put a link down in the description down below. Guys, code join threads. Come hang out with me tomorrow on my live. All right, so this is probably one of the weirdest things that I've sold in a very long time. It's a Bratz Kylie Jenner doll. It's literally the size of my bar stool. Yeah, super weird. Picked this up in a private pick. I paid $5 for it. The guy just wanted it gone. And I had it listed, I think, for like $39.99. I think I ended up selling it for 35 bucks plus shipping on Whatnot. So, gonna be in a big box. Gonna ship that out. Gotta figure this out here today. The video's not out yet, but I gotta show you this pickup I did this week. Absolutely insane. I had no idea how good this would be when I got it. I bought all these Transformer toys, all new in the box. All these Star Wars box sets. Whoa, what are you doing? Get out of there. All these box sets. And these are cool because these are Toys R Us exclusives. There's Samantha. Stop. What are you doing? You're such an attention girl. You need all the attentions. But these are super cool. Some box sets. So picked all these up. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I paid for that because you have to watch the Picking and Punching video here in the near future. But let's just say it was 10 times better than what I expected. So I've been listing those. Started listing that last night. Also been listing a bunch of cards. I did sell like 5 or 6 cards last night, which is, there it is. I was hoping this would go away. Willow, now you're gonna water on my floor. Ugh. She's the worst, let me tell you. I love her to death, but she's such a pain in my butt. One thing I want you guys to take away from this whole video, I said how much I was hating reselling, and I had to step away for a couple weeks to refresh charge my batteries, and I love reselling. I just had to restructure things so I put it in a position that I would enjoy it again. So that's what I'm doing right now. So if you guys are wondering, that's kind of what was going on. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you guys do like and subscribe. Make sure I put a link down in the description here. Go check out Dip It Threads, Dip It Cards, go join. Until next time, guys, make sure you guys keep flipping and punching.